The annoying orange. The annoying orange is just one of those things that has been around for so long, it's kinda hard to talk about. I don't even really know where to start. From its very humble beginnings to becoming a multimedia merchandise empire, this little fucker was everywhere back in the 2010s. Do people even remember this? Do people remember the hole this stupid shit had on YouTube back in the day? You couldn't escape him. It's been 15 years and they still make videos. Think about that for a second. The annoying orange still makes videos in the year of our Lord 2025. Everyone else like Fred and Equals 3 are dead and buried, but this stupid orange thing is still around. Anyway, if it wasn't apparent, I do not like the annoying orange. I did at one point, but I was like 8, so I don't really think that counts. But despite that, I'm going to be going through the history, I guess, of this little fucking thing. Talking about the highs and mostly lows of this, I guess, franchise. So without further ado, let's look back at the annoying orange. Before we can talk about the orange himself, we should probably talk about the creator, Dane Bowe. Or GagFilms, which I believe was the original name for the channel. So anyway, back in the medieval times of 2006, Dane Bowe was just your typical average YouTuber making crappy little videos. They aren't that bad, but you know, they're definitely products of their time, but they're charming enough. But no one really cares about that. The seeds of the annoying orange were planted with Dane Bowe's third video, Screaming Eggs. It's actually the same type of humor annoying orange would have for like the longest time before becoming brain rot, where it's just food with faces screaming and dying. 3 years before the annoying orange was even made. It's strange to see how bad the mouths and eyes look on the food, knowing that they basically mastered this trick for the last 15 years, but hey, let's just skip to the next most prominent video for me. Take your pick. Hot girl gets butt slapped or girl with 2 pussies. Anyway, Kool-Aid Killer. This was my first exposure to anything Dane Bowe made, and I never even realized it till years later that it was made by the same guy who made Annoying Orange. It's obvious looking at it now, but I probably couldn't tell because, you know, this video genuinely scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Even though it probably has some of the worst death scenes ever created, but it was 2008, whatever. I don't know if these food videos were popular at the time or if they've just been inflated due to the Annoying Orange's popularity, but they just kept making more. I personally didn't discover Annoying Orange until like 2012 with the Marshmallow Madness video, which technically isn't Annoying Orange, but it still led me to it. And just like the egg one, it's food screaming and dying. Anyway, eventually they would make the original Annoying Orange video, and it obviously went viral. Why was it so popular? I have no fucking clue. The internet was really fucking stupid back then, but man, this one is so tame compared to what's coming. It's actually pretty charming. You got an orange being annoying, knife, and apple racism. What more do you need? Classic Annoying Orange. Due to the popularity of the Annoying Orange, Dane Bowe would then go on to create 4 more episodes, and then of course, his very own channel. Holy shit, Orange is zooted out of his fucking mind, bro. What do you think happened to this orange? Like the actual orange. Obviously it was fucking like eaten probably, but imagine a world where a rotting orange is sitting on display in a museum. What the fuck am I talking about? Brain rot has already started. Anyway, now that the orange has its own channel, we've now gone into Orange Mania. Now, most Annoying Orange videos went 2 ways back then. It was either introducing some new food or fruits, and Annoying Orange would make the same joke for about 5 minutes before they eventually died, or it was a parody of something popular at the time, like the iconic Kitchen Slasher video. They even did one with Charlie the Unicorn. Motherfucker got his kidney stolen and had to be in an Annoying Orange video. Poor bastard. Most of them were just copying the original popular video, but putting Annoying Orange in it, like Nyan Cat or Sneezing Panda, but to be fair, they pumped out original episodes like hotcakes, so they can get a few low-effort parodies in there, it's fine. Oh, God.
Oh, well, I'm not a pickle, I'm
Jabba the Hutt?
more like mango.
Anyway, we'd get a lot of iconic characters introduced around this time, like pear, grapefruit, midget apple, marshmallow, and passion fruit. Low-key kind of a baddie. And most of the humor you'd see at the time was just the lol XD random type of content you'd see at the time, like as-if movies, except, you know, more coherent somehow. Annoying Orange was even mainstream enough that most of the time a lot of the side characters were played by other popular YouTubers of the time, like Tobuscus, Mystery Guitar Man, an entire episode with Fred, and James Caan. What the fuck?
Hey, Apple!
Are you talking to me? Hello, my orange friend.
Like I said earlier, man, Annoying Orange was just that popular. I'm surprised they didn't get Lady Gaga herself to play Lady Pasta in that parody video. Orange was raking in millions of views at the time. It's insane. I wish I could highlight specific videos I remember watching at this time, but to be honest, the Annoying Orange formula was literally just the same thing every video. They all just kind of blended together. The only ones that really stood out were like the parody ones that I mentioned earlier. By far the biggest thing the Annoying Orange was doing at this time were song parodies. I already mentioned Kitchen Intruder, but Friday and Orange Nyanya Style were fucking huge when they came out. Gangnam Style was just a weird anomaly in general. I have no clue why that song was so popular. It was even the main theme of that year's YouTube Rewind. And of course Orange Nyanya Style made an appearance in it because 190 million views, you can't really argue with that. Bro, why did Weezer collaborate with both Fred and the Annoying Orange? Who forced them at gunpoint to do this? Weezer sucks, by the way.
Weezer? Oh my god, it's Weezer!
Okay, whatever, anyway. Annoying Orange was everywhere and they were doing great with their parodies and videos. So where do you go from there? Well, for some reason, TV executives really thought it was a great idea to take popular YouTube series that only work in short sketches with equally annoying grating characters that only work in small doses and give them entire TV shows. The High Fructose Adventures of the Annoying Orange. Only on Cartoon Network. Look, I get the Annoying Orange was super popular, but like I said, he only works in short videos. Anything longer, he becomes annoying to the audience, which is not good. But in saying that, the Annoying Orange show is unfortunately the thing I consumed the most when it came to Annoying Orange content. I remember the Independence Day episode, the zombies, the airplane one, the Avengers parody, the one with Tim Curry in it, the Christmas one with my goat Weird Al, but all they got him to do was the stupid mouth noise instead of anything cool. Fucking bastards.
Go, Brett Michaels and a scuba with Al and Squash, counting down to a celebrity bag.
You think they fired their fucking agents for this? The show was obviously panned by most people. I enjoyed it, but you know, 8 years old. So I mainly just watched it because, you know, Cartoon Network was my mainstay channel. You know, I was just waiting for them to play regular show or Adventure Time, man. Or Mad. I did like Mad. That's some good brain rot. You ain't catching my ass on Nickelodeon. Not in the early 2010s, at least. Hell no. You know, I just remember thinking it was cool that something I watched on my iPod was now on my TV. It even had longtime Annoying Orange collaborator and one of my favorite YouTubers at the time in it, Tobuscus. Alright, I was gonna joke about how unfortunate it is that Tobuscus is in this, you know, due to all his controversies, but I can't even lie. He was the best thing about the show.
Give the man a beat!
Whoa, look at him go!
And lore-wise is the only human to appear in an Annoying Orange thing, I think. The Leprechaun, Copper Lincoln, and Zombie George Washington do not count. See, I know my Annoying Orange lore. But anyway, the show was just more Annoying Orange, really. All the iconic characters put through actual plots instead of sitting in one place till one of them dies.
Someone is going to die.
Hey, it was popular enough to get 2 seasons. The highest rated episode has a 9.6. It can't be that good.
I'm Spartacus!
I could go more in depth about the show, but I don't want to watch it. But whatever, the show got canceled and everyone tried to forget it existed. Moving on. But another weird thing I remember happening around the start of the show was the individual channels all the side characters got. I've tried searching for them, but the only ones that still seem to be up are Pears and Midget Apple Gaming. The Pear channel is obviously abandoned and focuses mainly on Pear doing various challenge videos, which I'm assuming is what most of the other channels are like, with them focusing on one type of video, like challenges and gaming. Speaking of gaming, Midget Apple Gaming, which eventually got rebranded into a full-on Annoying Orange gaming channel, in which all the characters would play games like Roblox and Minecraft. Specifically their very own Minecraft server, AnnoyingOrange.net. I'm assuming that's what it's called, I don't know. And I unfortunately remember playing on it. But I only played Midget Apple's Kit PvP. I went crazy on that shit back in the day. But anyway, the channel was your very typical side gaming channel that every YouTuber had at some point. Not much to say. The modern day equivalent would be like Goku and Vegeta playing Minecraft. Bro, even Zombie George Washington had his own channel. And you gotta give Bobby Jennings, voice of Grapefruit, and Zombie George Washington some credit. He did not have to do this shit for that long, seriously. Anyway, before we get into the inevitable downfall part of this video, there's a couple other things I want to talk about, but, you know, they didn't really fit anywhere. Like all the goddamn merchandise. You know God is dead when you see the Annoying Orange plushies in Target, dude. All the shitty t-shirts, too, except for the Smoking Crack one. That one's good. Wait, what do you mean that t-shirt didn't actually say Smoking Crack on it? man. I also remember playing some of their mobile games like Kitchen Carnage or Splatter Up, and honestly, not that bad. This was back when mobile games actually had passion put into them and were fun most of the time. Not like the slop you see nowadays, especially when a YouTuber's involved. Ugh. I also remember really liking the annoying orange background theme that would play 24/7 in Kitchen Carnage. It's pretty iconic, but could you imagine becoming a small musician, putting your music out there, only for it to become the background theme for the fucking annoying orange? Actually, that's pretty awesome. Never mind. Another fine addition to my collection. Anyway, after... let's be generous and say 2015, the main orange mania had all but been put out. For most of the people that grew up with it, it was getting old and the good old AO was overstaying his welcome. But only for us unks, as a new generation was being exposed to the annoying orange and quickly becoming his main audience. This would bring new life to the brand, but would also cause annoying orange to go down a dark path, as they fully catered to this new audience of literal fetuses.
For those of you who don't know, the Charlie Jolly Challenge requires 2 pencils positioned like so.
Nigga, move the damn pencil already.
Over the last couple of years, along with the show, the annoying orange started to become more fast-paced and in-your-face and ironically annoying. But at least they still have the music parodies.
Now watch me whip. Ow. Now watch me nay-nay.
Hey, I just simultaneously whipped a nay-nay.
Even though I had completely forgotten about Annoying Orange after like 2016, they were still pretty popular. Like with their Roblox videos on the gaming channel raking in millions of views. And the main channel itself was still going pretty strong. So really, it's no wonder they fully embraced this new younger audience for a good couple years. I can't really be too harsh on that. No one from the old days was watching anyway, so whatever. The videos were still basically the exact same thing from 7 years ago, except for Ask Orange. That's where the pure in-your-face content garbage comes from. I don't know, maybe it's just because the trends started getting worse and worse, and since Annoying Orange always followed trends that negatively impacted them, but even then, they did not have to make so many videos on fidget spinners. I can't fucking defend that at all. I'd still be surprised if anyone who watched Annoying Orange back in 2012 would have still been watching him at this point. Like I alluded to earlier, the second your annoying character starts annoying the audience more than the actual characters in the show, that's when you know it's gone bad, and there's no way Annoying Orange hasn't been completely flanderized by 2018. The only good thing that was released at this time is Pear Isn't Boring, it kicks ass, and everything else is mid. I'd also say 2018 was the last year of Annoying Orange's crazy popularity, because by 2019 it seems age had finally caught up with them. And after a decade of making basically the same types of videos, people just weren't that interested anymore. Like, yeah, they were still getting plenty of views, but nothing like the crazy amount they were getting in 2012 and even in 2016. This is also coincidentally when they started doing that weird shit in the thumbnails where they made the characters' faces all exaggerated with the warp tool. Maybe they were trying to pander to the kids in the audience with it, but they went back on it almost immediately the following year, so who knows. The next 5 years are so uneventful they aren't even worth mentioning. They just kept making Annoying Orange videos, that's all they are. They all just blend together, throw in a shitty trend in here and there, you got it. Except for these how-to videos where they just got really lazy. Gotta admit, that's still one thing that's always good about these videos. The editing is really good and they look well made. But with this new decade, they weren't even trying to hide the fact they were entirely for kids. Half of Annoying Orange's jokes were just fart poop humor. They even stopped making the gaming videos about 2 years ago. Probably because for some reason 90% of the episodes weren't even Orange playing the game, so nobody cared. The only interesting thing this channel has done is that weird analog orange thing they did. Obviously spoofing all the popular analog horrors that were going around at the time, and I gotta admit, they are interesting and funny, but who is the audience here? Like, for all intents and purposes, it seems like it would still be kids, right? Like, who else would be watching annoying Skibbity Toilet and Ask Orange prime time? Like, literally in August, they put out the poop supercut, and then 2 months later started posting frankly pretty creepy shit when you consider the audience they've been pandering to for the last decade. Bro, what the fuck is my Annoying Orange posting, dog? But no, I actually do like these analog orange videos they did. They're actually pretty funny. The last notable thing I can think to talk about is the weird release the list image they put out, which is funny as shit, but also the same thing with the humor stuff. Who's the audience for this? Because, like, the same month they put that image out, they also put out Insane Prank War Gone Wrong. It's just kind of strange, but, you know, they've been making videos for 15 years at this point. The show could have stopped like 10 years ago and Dame Bo would still have enough money to waste like 10 times over, but hey, what do I know? It does seem like they are starting to cater back to a more grown-up audience, considering the fact that even little kids that watched them back in 2016 are grown up now. As of this year, they're mainly just releasing supercuts of Annoying Orange moments throughout the years, and even when they do make an original video, they seem to be a lot more tame than what they were years ago. They're still grading, but you know, it's the Annoying Annoying Orange. Look, they even referenced Fred in a video about only 3 weeks ago. No one knows who Fred is except for old unks like me, and also dead people, and Jake Paul.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Anyway, I could not tell you what the future of this channel looks like. Whether they keep making videos, nostalgia baiting their old audience, or hell, maybe they'll finally retire. I just don't know. They really should have stopped years ago in my opinion, and although my stance on Annoying Orange hasn't really changed at all, I still don't like this channel, I can at least respect it, and the work that has gone into it for the last 15 years. Still, fuck you for doing Skibbity Toilet. Anyway, what an absolute mess of a channel and legacy. There's just so much. Is this video even coherent? I don't know, I guess I'll find out. The Annoying Orange will still always be remembered as a weird classic YouTube staple that got milked into shit. Literally. Still can't blame anyone for that. I do the same damn thing. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I have nothing left to say. I'm literally speechless going down to this rabbit hole of Annoying Orange content. I hated every minute of it, but whatever. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. If you hated it, then... What? Thanks for watching. Bye. Last time I make a fucking poll.